Um, my name is Kurusa, and I would like to take you through Microsoft Excel, looking at uh, functions, if loops, with more than one condition. So here we use if loops to assign values to a given range, and you can easily get the results applied to quite a very big volume of data. Let's say in a very you're formatting or editing a very big uh, data, more than actually, let's say, assuming you have over 10,000 records and you want to apply a certain condition using if loops, as we shall see, then you should be able to generate results. So we want to at the same time learn how to generate payroll in Microsoft Excel. And the question is here is you are the accountant of that school, Katojo Primary School, uses a manual spreadsheet to prepare monthly payroll for the school. You have been asked to generate an electronic spreadsheet. Type the following data as it appears and save it as staff salary in your folder. So you have to generate this as it is in Excel, and they are giving you rates, housing allowance 12%, medical 7%, basic pay, and the names given and departments. So the additional information is that we have to create column headings for basic pay, housing, medical insurance, uh, gross pay, NSSF pay, net pay from cell D5 to cell K5. And then we shall generate relevant formulas. Using relevant formulas to automatically generate number for the rest of the employees, for generating staff numbers. And then we are also given basic pay for each member, which we have to put according to their names, from commander to Misa. And then we shall also calculate insurance fees using their departments, and each department is assigned the amount, and that is why we shall use the if function, and we shall use the absolute same referencing determine allowances for housing and medical. As we have told you, we have absolute and relative same referencing. Absolute sales, that's why we fix a certain sale and then we multiply it to a given range, or we multiply or we use an Excel function on it across other relative sales that will keep on changing, which are not fixed. So we shall go ahead to determine the gross pay for each worker, and the hit there is that gross pay we shall total for all allowances and desk pay, and we shall also determine NSSF as 5% basic pay for each employee, and proceed to calculate payee for each employee by use of here we shall mainly use uh, this table that is assigned to us, and the if loops will be applied there in order for us to get the results that we desire. So we prepare ourselves to look at this in details in Excel. So we should be able to look at this in Excel and then get the results as we did. So uh, we are going to switch to Excel, and then we do what this question requires us to do. Uh, Let's switch to Excel. Let's switch to Excel, and luckily I have already prepared this as it is required of us. The question demands us, so I have already put this in Excel and typed it accordingly. So the column headings for basic pay and housing medical should be created from cell D5 to K5. So headings you see they are from cell D5. So we read the cell address, of course, from the name box here, and of course the column heading is defines D, and then 5 is the row is the row reference. So that's how the cell reference or the cell address is generated from D5 to K5, and then the names follow. So that means that number and the first. So that's how we get the basically the headings from basic pay to net pay, reading from D5 to K5. Then others will have to follow that order, starting with number, name, and department. And then here we are asked to generate. We're supposed to generate numbers by use of Excel function. So if I type 1, I will say equals A1, rather equals A6. I click in that one plus 1. So this one should increase by 1. That's how we generate staff numbers. Even if now we have over 10,000 rows, we can as well automatically generate numbers here, because here we have over 1,400,000 something rows. So that means that we can have all these populated with records and have a sheet or a spreadsheet. This entire window filled with data in rows. And so we proceed to enter relevant formula automatically generate for the rest of the employees using automatically generate the number. We have done that. The best pay for each member is 685. That goes to 685. Sorry, this I had already 685. This was for commander. 600 for commander. So I have already put this in order because I already saw commander. We have commander here. So you forgive me, I had already sorted the names, but commander is the one who comes on job, and his base pay is 68,000, 685,000. Kayo, who is a security officer, is 830. Kayo, 830. So I think now you can see that. And then the last one, Miza, the base pay should be 300,000. So Miza with Miza should be 300,000. So you can see that I put the basic pay accordingly. I've put it in that way it's supposed to be, because it was respectively the way the names were given. So all the next part is all insurance fees are calculated through department as follows. Accounts equals 95, security equals 80, kitchen equals 90, managers equals 60,000, reception equals 30,000, and transport 15,000. Determine insurance paid to each worker. So it is calculated using departments. So I wouldn't want us to just to put it, just to observe here and put it. Want us to use an Excel function, if loops, to generate departments to generate insurance fees for each. So we'll go to insurance here and place equal signs, because if shall say equals if what, if C, if the department is it is calculated from department, shall put our equal sign equals if, open brackets, if this department, now what are the conditions saying, equals if we are told that account equals 95,000. If the department, which is C6, is equal to accounts, so we have to put accounts. That accounts, because it is text, we shall put it in those inverted formats. We have to write it the way it is written here as department, in departments, equals accounts, comma, what should be assigned as in value, what should be the value for accounts there. It should be 95 for accounts. Accounts, it is 95,000, comma, if, open the second, here it's supposed to be a comma, put another a comma, if still, if this department is equal to the second department given to us is security, is equal to security, what should be the result, the value there, they should be assigned. Their insurance is 80,000. Every employee that is in that department is paid insurance fee of 80,000, comma, if the department now is equal to, which department now, move to the next department, is equal to kitchen department. Next is equal to kitchen. Employees from the kitchen department should be paid 90. Be paid 90,000, comma, if the department C6 is equal to which department now, is equal to if he's a manager, and that employee is a manager, should be paid how much? Should be paid 60,000 worth of insurance. 60,000. If this employee is equal to what? Is equal to reception. If that department is equal to reception, our reception should be in inverted commas, is equal to reception. If that department is equal to reception, it should pay 30,000. Should be paid 30,000. Department should pay, if that employees from that department should be paid 30,000. Now, last but not least, if the department is, which department is left, is equal to the transport, equal to the transport department equal to transport equal to transport. Make sure you get the spelling right, everything right. Is equal to transport. You should be paid 15,000. We covered all the departments. You can see we have accounts department, we have security department, we have kitchen department, we have the managers, we have reception department, we have transport department. So those are the departments. So we close our if loops. Many times we have opened and then let's enter. So here we shall get our allowances for each department. So accounts 95, this is accounts. Is it accounts? Yes. 15 is transport. So we should be able to get that the way it is in the function. So that is how we write that function to assign each employee from their departments in the insurance. So even if we add another department here, if we add another employee and select the right food security department here, it will automatically generate for us here the insurance amount to get it for us. If I put manager, it will also automatically give me the insurance amount that I'm supposed to pay that staff. So let's proceed from there to calculate using absolute sales to calculate allowances for housing and medical. We should let's proceed with calculating the allowances. We will start with housing. The housing allowance will be calculated from A3. A3, yes, A3 is equal to A3, which is 12%. Now we have to make this an absolute sale. Absolute sale, we make it an absolute sale by using function F4. Use function F4 times what? Times base pay. And the base pay, of course, is D6. So here we shall have multiplied A3, which is our percentage for housing, multiplied it with this basic pay. Medical, we shall also use the same absolute sale is equal to medical, which is B3. To make B3 an absolute sale, use function F4, or you apply the dollar signs. B3 times, you multiply this with the basic pay. So you can autofill this, simply autofill to get the values. We shall proceed to create the gross pay, and the gross pay is calculated, of course, for adding risk pay and the allowances, the total allowances. So it will be a sum of all these values from risk pay to insurance, because that is from D6 to G6. And then you can also autofill this, double click icon there. To calculate our NSSF, I say NSSF is 5%. Our NSSF is 5% of basic pay. So it will be equal to 5%. 5% times basic pay. And we can also autofill this to get the NSSF, which is statutory contribution. And then we will proceed to calculate our net pay, and our net pay will be calculated using the table which was given to us. Note basic pay is computed from gross pay, so we shall calculate it from gross pay. And the table is given the amount of your gross pay. That's where we calculate our taxes and see our gross pay is in cell, actually is in cell, the cell H, cell H6. So as we write our formula, that is the cell we shall be referring to. So we shall say is equal to, can write your formula here because it appears in the formula bar. You can choose to write it there. So it is equal to if H6, if this H6, you can click on it. If H6, if gross pay is greater, actually you can use less, is less or equal. If it is less or equal, because it is 0 to 250, less or equal to 250, 250,000. If it is less or equal to 250,000, which value should it return? It should return 0. We will not put this in brackets, in inverted commas, since all these use numbers, they are values, and we want them to be returned and used in calculations. So that's why we don't put them as text, because if the value, the conditions involve text, that's where we use inverted commas. 250 to return 0. If that's the first condition, if H6, still if our gross pay is less or equal, to, goes from 250,000 to 450. So if it goes, takes to any value below 450, then, and it is not it is not between 0 and 250, it should perform the calculation that is in the formula. If it is less for 450, it should, comma, then we open our brackets. It should get which condition that is there, 250. It should get 250,000 should be 250,000. Should be 250,000 minus 220,000 plus 5% plus 5% times 5% of basic pay, D6, which is a basic pay. Then we close that condition. That is what it should return. It should return that value. Then if still open another condition, if our gross pay is less or equal to now 450 to 800 to 800 800 800,000 800,000. Then what you need to do, if it is less or equal to 800,000, now that is the third condition. What you need to do, comma, open brackets, it should get 250,000 minus 200. You subtract 200,000 plus 10% of basic pay times basic pay. Then can close that value. That is what it should return. Comma. If open another condition, if our gross pay is less or equal to 1.2 million, 1,200,000, it should do what? It should get for us 250,000 minus 180,000 plus 15% plus 15% of basic pay. Because that, then we open our last condition. If gross pay is equal to if gross pay actually if this is greater, if it is greater, if our gross pay is greater than 1.2, if it is greater than 1.2, if it is greater than 1.2, what should it return? In brackets, it should, if it is greater than 1.2, it should get for us 250,000 minus 160 160,000 plus plus 20% of basic pay. Of basic pay, isn't it? And then we are going to close our conditions. 1, 2, 3. Open them 6 times. 3, 4, 5, 6. Basic conditions. Yes, there we are, and then place enter. So it should calculate that for us. And then we should be able to get our pay based on gross pay. That means here it applied rate here it applied that is one that is between 800 to 1.2. Here it applied the one that is the second one, that is between 250,000 to 450. So that's how we use our if functions to calculate to get even inclusive, because this one has formulas. It returns if that condition is not fulfilled, it returns the second value. But here you see it calculates, it even has to apply the formulas. So here we shall get our net pay. Get net pay, of course. Net pay will be the sum of gross pay minus deductions. So to determine workers, we have done that, determine the amount of pay, determine net pay for each worker, so deductions of NSSF and pay. So we want to deduct NSSF and pay, and then get our gross pay. So this should be equal to gross pay, gross pay plus gross pay minus, we are subtracting net pay plus net pay plus pay. So it is going to subtract gross pay minus our deductions. And deductions are NSSF and pay. So we should be able to get the net pay this week. That's how we get the net pay. That's how we get net pay. So we shall proceed to get to rank them, because in the next question actually wants us to sort by their names in ascending order. I already did that. To start this bit. So here we will rank using add a new column for pay rank, and ranking employees by their net earning in ascending order. So to use the formula of rank, we shall use the formula of rank equals rank. We are ranking them according to their net pay, their net earning, which is K6, and which we are applying K6. In this K6, we can make this an absolute set. K6, K6, K6 to K6 of course to K6 to K20 K6 to K20, and now which order, ascending or descending? It's saying in ascending order, starting with the one who earns least. In order for us to apply the rank function, I'll have to make our range, that range absolute. So apply function F4 here and also here and there. There we can get the right values accordingly. Let's apply our rank. Our rank is applied that, if this is outside, this is outside the range. So depending on the one who earns least, we will see that Lisa earns the least net pay, followed by Brenda, and then Machine. So that is how we rank our employees based on their net pay. Other things include adding, applying an outside border, which I already did, but for purposes of you can add it, select that range, you can come to home, and then you will apply this, can use the outside border. That one will be applied. Insert your name and header and footer on your sheet. Inserting headers and footers. You know to use the inserting, and then headers and footers disappeared, but you can even do this from page layout. This is under layout. Even when you do it is under the insert tab. It had already appeared in the footers here. Insert your header and footer as required. Type a header and scroll down for the footer and add it. So there you have what it takes. And insert your name, create a combined column and line chart to show gross pay and net pay respectively. Transport district departments. Create a combined column and line chart. So here combined, now those who are two departments, you simply select create a combined column and line chart. So they want just those two departments, transport and security departments. So you simply select, let's do this together. Simply select, they want a column and line to show gross pay and net pay. Gross pay and net pay. Gross pay and net pay. We have to get gross pay and net pay in the transport and security departments. Gross pay and net pay. Gross pay statements. So you can first select and then you can and let alone let me attend to this call. Then we will finalize that later. Thank you so much. Please have the best practice and achieve the